Howdy and welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name's Oliver the Shoe Man. My wife and I own and run our family's fifth generation shoe repair business right outside Nashville, Tennessee. If you're subscribed to my other channel, Oliver the Shoe Man, you may be wondering why we have collaborated with this channel. This is the second channel for the business that's going to be specifically for cowboy boots. So it's going to be cowboy boots repair videos, tips and tricks on how to take care of your cowboy boots, and other stuff like that. The other page will mainly just be for heritage and work style boots, but this one is straight cowboy boots. With that being said, enjoy the very first video on our new cowboy boot repair page. Do you love cowboy boots? Do you hate slipping around in these leather soles? Do you wish you had a little bit more traction when you're wearing your cowboy boots? In this video, I'm going to be going over why the Vibram 430 sole might be the perfect sole for what you need. If you don't know who I am, my name's Oliver the Shoe Man. My wife and I own and run our family's fifth generation shoe repair business right outside Nashville, Tennessee. We resold tons of these cowboy boots with different style soles from leather, these Vibram 430s. We have other styles that we offer. But in today's video, we're going to be resoling these Tacova boots with the Vibram 430 soles. This is Ben. He's been our apprentice for about a year now, and he's going to be helping us resole these Tacova boots.
Vibram 430 comes in two colors. This black right here, and this brown which we'll be using today. And it's made of a nitrile rubber compound. It has a hardness level, or short A level, of about 70 to 80, and an abrasion level of 90. What does that even mean? Basically, short A is just how dense it is, and the abrasion resistance is just how long it wears, and both those numbers are really high on the scale. So it's safe to say these are one of the most durable soles on the market. Most other brands, like Danpost, use a TPU rubber, which has plastic in it. We've seen brand new Danposts come in, and they're disintegrating before they're hardly ever worn.
So this customer opted for new leather welts. Leather welts are the piece that gets stitched to the shoe, and then the soles get stitched to that. The original welts was very thin, and the stitching was right on the edge. So I wasn't sure how well the stitching was going to look after we get the new soles on and try to reuse the welts. So this customer opted to do new leather welts. Now it's kind of a painstaking task because we have to go through and hand stitch following all of the original holes to make sure that we don't weaken the uppers. But after it's all said and done, it's going to give a better finished product, both visually and structurally. So as I'm doing this, we can talk a little bit about what these soles are actually good for. First off, a lot of my clients who like to ride motorcycles love these soles because they have the extra grip of that lug sole, but it doesn't give that thick, chunky lug sole from the side. Some people go straight for the Vibram 100 lug sole, which is another great sole for riding motorcycles. But if you don't want such a thick lug sole, like the edge profile, then these 430s are perfect for you. These also make really great work soles. They're oil and slip resistant. They're super durable, and because it's rubber, it gives a little bit as you walk, so they're actually really comfortable to wear. Lastly, they make great casual boot soles. Again, they're super comfortable, slip resistant, and durable. They maintain that slim cowboy boots edge profile, so they make really great soles for pretty much any occasion. Real quick, to celebrate the start of this new YouTube channel, I'm giving away free heel replacements. Now, it's only for cowboy boots, but if your soles are in good shape and all you need is new heels, I'll replace them for free. All I ask is for you to pay the shipping to and from my shop. I typically charge $50 to replace the heels, but again, all you gotta do is pay for shipping. This is only valid for the first 10 people who go and submit their order on my website. The link is in the description. Thank you guys so much for your support. So cowboy boots don't typically come with a midsole. A midsole is just a layer of leather or rubber in between the shoe and the sole itself. This customer opted for a leather midsole. It gives a little bit more stability to the boots. It does make it a little bit thicker on the edge profile, but the extra support that you get from doing these midsoles is well worth it. So if you're not riding horses and you need a thin leather or thin edge profile, doing a midsole is a great option. So now comes the tricky part. We have to center this onto here, because if it's off, if it's not centered properly, it's not going to look good and it's not going to function properly. So I'm going to do my best to line everything up here. It's going to be a tight fit. Ooh, yeah, it's a tight fit, but we got it. So after we rough trim, we groove a channel for the sole, we finally get to sew the welt, the midsole, and the sole all together. Customer chose a cream stitch on the top of the welt. He didn't specify what color he wanted on the bottom, so I put yellow in there to match the yellow logo, and then we'll have brass tacks here, so it's going to look really nice. All right, so we're just about done with these boots. We got the new soles on, heels. We have cleaned and conditioned this one. All of our recrafts include a free cleaning and conditioning treatment if you so choose. Some people like the look of the distressed, so they don't want us to touch it. We won't touch it. But a lot of people ask us how to take care of their Scotch goats, and this is what this is called. This is Tecovas again. And a lot of people have issues with how distressed and kind of rugged these will look, depending on what you're using them for. So one thing you have to understand is this leather is designed to do that. If I go on the inside and pull my finger up, you can see how much lighter it gets. That's normal. But if you want it to look a little bit better, like this pair, where it's still got that pull to it, but it still looks, refreshed and presentable. So I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold right now. So this is BlackRock. This is our leather conditioner. This is one of my favorite leather conditioners. We use it on pretty much anything here in the shop. There are some instances where I won't use it, but this is pretty much a go-around, all-around good leather conditioner. Got a little bit of a brush. This is a horsehair. I call a horsehair toothbrush. It helps me get into the little nooks and crannies of the welt, and a little bit goes an extremely long way. So you don't want to cake this stuff on, but you just want to give a nice coat. And you see already it's kind of darkening up that leather, revitalizing. There it is. I think I just mixed two words together. Get a little bit more for the shaft here. Alrighty. Now, lastly, I'll also put it on the sole because it'll revitalize that leather edge finish as well, the color. Make sure that the welt's nice and taken care of. Okay, then we take one of these brushes and we simply buff it back and forth. That'll push a lot of that conditioner into it, spread it around. This is also a horsehair brush. Get the soles. And there you go. It's not 100%, but again, that's not what this boot is designed for, but it looks a lot better than what it was. So that's how you do it. I do sell this kit on my website if you're interested. So what are the cons of these soles? Well, number one, it's going to be a little bit heavier. Nothing really crazy. The leather soles that I use weigh 4 ounces, and these weigh 5. So nothing really crazy. Nothing that's going to be like you're trying to lug around a freaking heavy boot. And second, the lug soles do track mud and dirt. Just the pattern of it is, that's what it is. So if you find yourself walking in a lot of mud, a lot of dirt, and then walking inside, I wouldn't recommend going with these. I do something maybe like 700, which is made out of the same material, but it has a V-tread pattern on it. Really great soles. Doesn't track mud and dirt like the Vibram 430 soles. But take a look at these. Look at how beautiful they turned out. Now, if you have a question about getting this done to your boots, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is down below. We do take mail-in repairs, My shop again is located right outside Nashville, Tennessee, in a town called Smyrna. So if you're near there, come see the shop. I'll be happy to help you in person. Now, if you're ready to get started and you want to mail your shoes in, I do have a website to get started for mailing clients. Once you're here on my website, hit the 3 bars at the top left-hand corner. You're going to hit repairs, shoe repair, and cowboy boots. Here you'll see all the different sole options we offer. Here's the 430, and then the 700 is right next to it. Pick which one you want. I have a little bit of description of what it's made out of, what's included. You can choose if you want new welts or not, if you have a single or double stitch cowboy boot, if you want to add a midsole, what sole color you want. With the Vibram 430, you get to choose the heel you want, stitching color, and edge finish. After you're happy with it, hit add to cart, check out like normal, and you'll get an email confirmation with the shipping instructions. Once you send them in, I'll give you a call to finalize the details and get you in line. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and give me a comment what you think about these boots. Till next time, God bless you guys.